Welcome. This is practice paper 2 for AISL. Let's do this questions. So the first question is asking about finding it out in the standard form. So 3mn, 3 times m. M is nothing but how much? 5.2 times 10 power 3 times n. N is 4.3 times 10 power negative 5. As such, calculator is allowed. So what we can do it is we can use the calculator. 3 times 5.2 times 4.3 gives me 67.08. 67.08. When I multiply these three, then 10 power 3 times 10 power negative 5 is 10 power negative 2. But this 67 should be in the standard form. So therefore, what do I write it as? 6.708 times 10 power 1 times this 10 power negative 2. So it becomes 6.708 times 10 power negative 1. That is the answer for part A. Now coming to part B, it is m divided by n. So 5.2 times 10 power 3 divided by 4.3 times 10 power negative 5. So 5.2 divided by 4.3 by calculator is going to be 1.209. 1.209 times 10 power 3 plus 5, which is 1.21 times 10 power 8. Over here also, I can return 6.71 times 10 power negative 1. Finally, coming to part C. 2 times of m plus n. M is 5.2 times 10 power 3 plus 4.3 times 10 power negative 5. We can use the calculator. 5.2 times 10 power 3 plus 4.3 times 10 to the power of negative 5. It gives me 10,400.00009. So it is 1.04 times 10 to the power of 4. That's the answer. Question number 2. The following 8 numbers, 8 integers are arranged in smallest to largest. The mode is 3. The mode is 3 means A also has to be 3 because mode in the sense whichever is repeating more number of times. So A has to be 3. Then the median is 7. Median means the middle number. We can see that 5 and B are the middle numbers. So 5 plus B upon 2 should be equals to 7. So 5 plus B equals to 14. So B equals to 9. Now, and the mean is 7. Mean means nothing but what? Add all. 1 plus 3 plus A plus 5 plus B plus 10 plus 11 plus C divided by 8 should be equals to nothing but how much? 7. But just now we know that A value is nothing but what? 3 and B value is 9. B value is 9. So we substitute those values of A and B. Then we get 42 plus C equals to 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. So C equals to 56 minus 42, which is going to be 14. Question number 3. A bag contains 3 red and 4 green sweets. Jack takes one sweet from the bag, notes its color, and he eats it. He then takes another sweet from the bag. So once, if at all, he taking red sweet, now it will be having 2 red and 4 green. If at all he takes green sweet, then he will be having 3 red and 3 green. So what will be the probability of the red over here? It will be 3 upon 6 and green also will be 3 upon 6. Find the probability that Jack will get second green sweet. So second sweet is green. So we'll get the second green sweet. So he should be getting the second green sweet. Means the first sweet also is green and the second sweet is also green, second green sweet. So therefore, it's going to be green and green. So it's going to be 4 upon 7 times 3 upon 6, which is nothing but what? 3 times 1, 3 times 2, and again 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So it's going to be 2 upon 7. Now for part C, given that the first two sweets are green, find the probability that the third sweet is yellow. So if we have seen there is no yellow sweet at all. There is no yellow sweet at all. So probability of getting a yellow sweet is going to be 0. Question number 4. The fourth term of an arithmetic sequence is 14. So fourth term is going to be 14, which is u1 plus 3d equals to 14. 10th term is 32. 10th term is 32. So u1 plus 9d equals to 32. So subtract both, minus minus minus, u1 gets cancels. Negative 6d equals to negative 18. So d equals to 3. Now plug in d equals to 3 in any one of the equation. So u1 plus 3 times of 3 equals to 14. So u1 plus 9 equals to 14. So u1 equals to 5. Find the first term and the common difference. Done. That's part A. Then solve the equations to find the value of u1 and d. So already we have found it out, u1 and d. Part A was only the equations. Part B was the solution. A straight line passes through point P and Q. Find the coordinates of midpoint of PQ. So midpoint of PQ, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So it's going to be nothing but how much? 1 upon 2 comma negative 1 upon 2. Find the gradient of PQ. So it's going to be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 minus of minus 4. Negative 27 upon 9, which is negative 3. Find the equation of PQ. So we know the gradient and we know any one point. I'll take the point P, minus 4 comma 13, and the gradient I take 3. So y minus y1 equals to m times negative 3 times x minus x1 minus of minus 4. So what does that becomes? Y minus 13 equals to negative 3x negative 12. So 3x plus y minus 13 plus 12 equals to 0. 3x plus y minus 1 equal to 0. So I have used y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. That's the equation of PQ. A line perpendicular to PQ was drawn. Find the gradient of the line. So the perpendicular gradient is going to be 1 upon 3. Minus 3, reciprocal and opposite symbol, 1 upon 3. Find the equation of the perpendicular line PQ passing through 3 comma 5. So in that case, again 3 comma 5. So y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y equals to 1 upon 3x minus 1 plus 5. So y equals to 1 upon 3x plus 4. Question number 6. This is from normal distribution. As of now, it has not been covered, so we are not doing in that pen paper. Now we go to question number 7. 150 students are asked to amount the pocket money they receive weekly. The cumulative frequency is given. Find the median. Median is 150 divided by 2, 75. So from the 75th observation, I am going to draw the line. From the 75th, which is in between 70 and 80, then draw the line, drop it down. So we can see that the gap is 5 and they are divided into 10 parts. So each one is going to be 0.5. Each one is 0.5. So this becomes 45.5, 46, 46.5. So the median is going to be nothing but how much? 46.5. Next, 32nd percentile. 32nd percentile means 32 upon 100 times 150. It's going to be 48. So from 48, so each line is 2, 2. So from 48, draw it down and drop it down. So this is going to be 42.5, 43, 43.5. We can do 43.5. Next, interquartile range. So what is interquartile range? Interquartile range equals to Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 is nothing but what? 150 times 3 upon 4, which is nothing but what? 112.5 observation, which is obviously 113th observation. So 112, 113th observation, I draw from there and Then bring it over here. So it's going to be 51. You can see that it is 51. Then minus Q3, Q1, 150 times 1 upon 4, which is going to be 37.5, or fifth observation, 38th observation. So from 38, draw the line, hit the graph, and then drop it down. So it's going to be 41, 42, 42. It's going to be 42. So the interquartile range is going to be 9. The number of students who received more than 50. More than 50. So from 50, what am I doing it out? Drawing the line. From 50, draw the line, hit the graph and get it. How much is this one? This one is 102. So this all people got more than 50. So 150 minus 102. So which is nothing but what? 48. So from 50, I draw the line and got 102. So these all students have got more than 50. So 150 minus 102, which is 48. Question number 8. The sphere and cube have the same volume. Find the volume of the cube. Volume of a cube formula is nothing but what? S cube, which is 7 cube, which is 343, and centimeter cube. Next, calculate the radius of the sphere. So volume of the sphere is also should be equals to 343. So r cube equals to 343 times 3 divided by 4 pi. R equals to cube root of 343 times 3 divided by 4 pi. You'll be getting it at 4.342, or 4.34 centimeters. Find the surface area of the sphere. Sphere surface area is going to be 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square is 4.342 whole square, which is 239.6.96, which is 237 centimeters square. Question number 9. The graph of a function is shown in the front. Find the equation of the points of the coordinates a and b. So this x minus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to 2. So this is going to be this point, x equals to 2. So the point is 2 comma 0. Now for this one, minus 2x plus 3 should be equals to 0. 2x equals to negative 3. X equals to negative 3 by 2. So that should be this point, negative 3 upon 2 comma 0. Find the coordinates of the point C. Where is C? C is on y-axis. Y-axis means nothing but what? Implies x should be equals to 0. Plug in x equals to 0. So y equals to minus 2 times 0 plus 3, then 0 minus 2. So y equals to negative 3 times negative 2. So y equals to 6. So the point is C is 0 comma 6. Find the equation of the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry will be the midpoint of this one. This is negative 1.5 and this is 2. So what is the midpoint between them? The distance between them is 3.5. 3.5 is the distance divided by 2, 1.75. So the axis of symmetry is going to be nothing but how much? X equals to 1.75. The distance is what is this? 3.5. So divided by 2. So the axis of symmetry will be x equals to 1.75. Find the equation of a tangent to the curve at 3 comma minus 9. So y equals to negative 2x plus 3 times x minus 2. I want to find an equation of a tangent. So what am I going to do that? Y equals to, expand it out, minus 2x square minus plus 4x minus 3x plus 6. So what does that becomes now? I quickly add a page there. Y equals to minus 2x square plus x minus 6. So I find dy by dx is minus 4x plus 1. Now I want the slope at which point? 3 comma negative 9. So gradient equals to minus 4 times 3 plus 1. So m equals to minus 12 plus 1, m equals to negative 11. Now 3 comma 5 and negative 11. 3 comma minus 9 and negative 11. So y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y plus 9 equals to negative 11x plus 33. So y equals to negative 11x plus 33 minus 9. So y equals to negative 11x plus 24. That's going to be the equation of a tangent. So see carefully, how do I get it out the equation of a tangent? For getting the equation of a tangent, what should I be doing it out? I will be, first of all, expand, then find dy by dx. Once I find it out, expand and then dy by dx, then you should be able to get that answer. Then dy by dx, that gives you the slope. Once I get the point and the slope, you will be getting it out the answer. Y equal to y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. That's going to be the finding it out. How do I find it out? The equation of a tangent. So the curve was 2 minus of 2x plus 3 times of x minus 2 was the curve. Then from there, I could able to get that the derivative and the equation of the tangent. Coming to question number 10. Sketch the graph of y equals to 4 cos x, cos 2x from this one. So you can do it out by the graph. What do you by the graphing calculator? When you substitute x equals to 0, basically when you plug in this one and change the limits in the calculator, automatically you should be able to get a perfect shape. Then also substitute x equals to 0, you'll be getting 4. Substitute x equals to 90, I'm talking about 4 cos 0 gives you 4. Then 4 cos of 2 times of 90 should be giving you negative 4 from the calculator. Similarly, so let me write here 4 cos 0 gives you 4 to get a smoother curve, or else 4 times 90 gives you negative 4. Then 4 cos of 2 times of 180, use the calculator, you get again positive 4. 4 cos of 2 times of 270 gives you negative 4. And 4 cos of 2 times of 360 gives you positive 4. These values, plot them on the graph. For 180 it is positive 4, for 270 negative 4, and this one. So when I try to draw the graph, you should be able to get it out a smoother curve in this way. Now, what is the amplitude? Remember, this number before the graph is going to be the amplitude. So amplitude is going to be 4. What is the period? Period is 2 pi by b for cos bx. We have cos 2x. So it's going to be 2 pi by 2, which is going to be pi radians, or 180 degrees is going to be the, what is this? Because the question is in the form of degrees, so we have to write the answer also in the form of degrees. So the period is 180 degrees and the amplitude is 4. Question number 11. The diagram shows the plan of a playground with the dimensions. Calculate length AD. Where is this length AD? AD has to be calculated. And this is AD and this is 39. So we know that these two sides are equal. So this angle also will be equals to 62 degrees. So this angle is going to be nothing but what? 180 minus 62 minus 62, 180 minus 124, which is nothing but what? 56 degrees. So I use the sine rule. AD by sine 56 equals to 39 by sine 62. So what's going to be AD? AD equals to 39 times sine 56 by sine 62. So use the mode of the calculator in the degrees mode, and then 39 times sine 56 divided by sine 62. That's going to be 36.61, 36.62 or 36.6 centimeters. No units are given. Find the length of BC. To calculate the length of BC, we use the cosine rule. BC equals to square root of 63 square 39 square, 63 square plus 39 square minus 2 times 63 times 39 times cosine 123. So use the calculator. 63 square plus 39 square minus 2 times 63 times 39 times cosine 123. That gives you 90.4. Then find the area of the triangle ABC. Area of a triangle ABC is half AB sine C. So half times 63 times 39 times sine of 123. So half times 63 times 39 times sine of 123. That gives you 1030 times 3. That's going to be the answer. Question number 12. The figure shows the graph of y equals f of x equals to 2 power minus x minus 3. Find the values of a and b. So you can directly draw by the graph on the graphing calculator, and you can just plot it out what are the roots. So you'll be getting the a value as minus 1.59 and b value as, trace it out from the graphing calculator, minus 2.89. Use the GDC and get it. Or else what you can do it out is, another way is, for getting a, 2 power negative x minus 3 should be equals to 0. 2 power negative x equals to 3. Use the equation solver. You should be getting the value of a. This is a. For getting b, b equals to 2 power minus 3.3 minus 3. That gives you the value of b. Or directly you can use the graphing calculator, graph it and get the answer. Write down the equations of the asymptotes. So equation of the asymptote is this minus 3. Just like in past paper we have done, y equals to minus 3 is going to be the asymptote. Now solve it. Use again the GDC. You should be getting the value of x equals to minus 1.54. Use the equation solver and get the answer as x equals to minus 1.54. Now write down the domain and range of the functions. So domain, all the x values. You can see that it is going up to here and here, everything. So domain is going to be R. All the real values are going to be the domain. And range. Range also you can see that it is going all the negative values and y values. So range is also going to be R. For this one, domain, it is starting from, when I see it is a hollow circle. So it is starting from negative 3 and ending at 4. So x lies between 4. But don't use equal to, because it is a hollow circle. So we should not be using equal to. So x lies between negative 3 and 4. And what about the range? Y values, it's starting from negative 2 and ending at 3. So negative 2 and 3. Again, negative 2 is not possible. So that's going to be the range. Then question number 14, f of 2. F of 2 means 2 times 2 cube minus 4 times 2 square plus 3 times 2 minus 5, which is going to be 1. Next is f prime x. F prime x will be equals to 2 times 3x square minus 4 times 2x plus 3, which is going to be 6x square minus 8x plus 3. Then f prime of 2, 6 times 2 square minus 8 times 2 plus 3, which is going to be 11. State whether it is increasing or decreasing. Because it is positive, greater than 0. So therefore it is an increasing function. So that completes this paper. See you in the next paper. Bye.